So firstly, Darren, how has pre-season been in terms of kind of getting fit? How much have you been sort of put through the ringer as a group?
Yeah, we've obviously been worked hard, but it's good that we're come through the end of it now, and we're ready to start the season.
How different do you feel physically from when you arrived, given all the work you've had to put in?
I think I come back quite fit, so it was just keeping up fitness really, and obviously match fitness is one of the key parts you try and get, and I think we've done that.
And how quickly do you get a chance to get on the ball in pre-season? Now, have you had to wait, or was there been quite a lot of that sort of spread
On the ball,
out? Yeah.
uh, I think obviously the teams we've come up against, we've had majority of the ball, so I've been able to do it. But when you're going into the league now and the season's starting, you probably won't get as much.
Sure. So what I meant was, how soon did you see the balls in pre-season?
Oh right, straight away, literally on the first day, we done one run out there, and then we were straight into ball work. I think that's the day and age now, though, isn't it? You know, like back in the day, they wouldn't see a ball for a couple of weeks, but now, see, I think it's different.
How is it kind of settling into a new club, a new environment? Do you try and be a big personality? Do you try and put yourself out there, or to start with, or do you let kind of people get used to it?
No, I think it just depends who you are as a person, really. I'm just keep myself to myself and say a few things, and that's it. Yeah, but other than like settling down, I feel like I'm settled now. Obviously close to home, so it's a lot easier to settle down.
How do you kind of go about sort of integrating yourself as a player and getting you to understand and understanding what your teammates need, and vice versa, what your strengths are?
Obviously, that's what pre-season's there for. You know, like playing with different players, and then you get an understanding of like what other players are like. Because obviously you got so many in a squad, it's quite hard to like know off the training. The only way to know really is in games. And obviously we've seen that. I think the teams have mixed up quite well, in terms of the staff, like picking the teams for the weekends. But now obviously it's go time, and we're all ready.
How much work do you put in on the free kicks?
Obviously Will's got first shout on that. Bit of a running joke really, but yeah, he's obviously going to take the first one, so, and obviously I respect it. I don't mind. But no, I don't really practice. Neither does he. I think it's just a natural thing. Um, but yeah, it's all it is.
Is that always something you feel like you've had a talent for? Have you?
Yeah, over the years, since I was a kid, really, I've always taken them. And you obviously get better every time you take them. So obviously what I like to do, obviously like taking free kicks, and I feel like I'm good at it, but you know, there's more to a game than a free kick. So yeah.
And like Philip Finley Monroe seemed to eye a few up with a left foot at Eastleigh as well. So that's
Yeah, no, he's off it now. He's not even going to get a look in, mate, if me and Will are on the pitch. Be lucky if he even comes over for a conversation.
And how do you find, like compared to other managers you've worked for, how different is he? What there's a different emphasis that he puts on things compared to others.
Um, he's just loves football, and he obviously wants to make you a better player. And I don't think he'd get you in, like he said, he wouldn't get you in to the club if he doesn't think he can improve you. Um, so it's obviously you've got to improve yourself and obviously work hard, but he's obviously going to be the driving force behind it. And I think if you don't do what he wants you to do, then I think you'll play.
Is it nice to have it that black and white? Is it not always like that?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'd prefer that. I prefer being told if you do it well or not, and obviously what you need to improve on.
Are there any sort of particular areas of your game you have kind of targeted that you want to make progress on?
Well, obviously over the years, my defensive side of things obviously gets spoken about. Um, you know, there's never a question of me on the ball. It's when I don't have the ball, so that would obviously he'd obviously help me out with that. And obviously I'll try and do it.
I think we got 2,000 people off to Walsall to kind of back you. Are you sort of kind of pleasantly surprised by that backing? Did you have a kind of indication of the?
No, obviously I heard obviously the fans here are really good, and they go in numbers. but I didn't really expect 2,000, to be honest. I think that's like the whole back and side now. Is that right? Which is obviously unreal. It'd be a packed stadium, and really excited. Obviously, first game of the season, and they've obviously covered the show up in numbers, so it'd be nice to hear them.
I was going to say, what's an impact can crowds like that actually have on you before a game and during?
Oh yeah, they get you right up for it. You know, like even if you're struggling in a game, obviously they get you right up and like start singing and that. You obviously get more energy. You go off with like crowds, really. You know, like if a game's really dull, you obviously feel dull. So if they're loud and singing, then we're obviously going to be running around obviously for them. But yeah.
There's obviously a healthy level of expectation for you to do well, but I guess with kind of Chesterfield, especially in the National League, is that something you're quite used to? Because I'm sure there's expectation on them to go up at least from that division.
In terms of Chesterfield, yeah, there was always an expectation of winning games because they were the best team in the league. Obviously, if we didn't get promoted, it'd have been catastrophe, really, because we were so far ahead. But yeah, I'm obviously used to a bit of pressure, a lot of pressure. But the club's such a good club, massive club. You know, such a good team here. We could easily go up. You know, we obviously got to be. It's the only thing you got to be looking at is promotion.
And there's some sort of squad depth as well for what in kind of pre-season has been two central midfield positions. I have their intents. Is that competition you think for starting place in that outfit?
I always think competition's healthy. Keep you on your toes and make sure you do more in games and training. So I'll never be one to criticise only having two positions and two players available to pick. But the likes of obviously Ollie Clark, he can play many positions, which is a good thing for him. I mean, I don't think I'll ever play centre half, but yeah, it's good. Obviously, you can do that. But like I say, yeah, competition is obviously the best thing to get better.
And I apologize for talking with you a lot about this when you arrived, but your kind of CV is quite interesting. As you start in the league, you go right down and you've kind of worked your way back up. So what's it kind of taken? Do you think to get you back to where you've got this sort of consistent second chance of being a football player?
I'd say like sacrifice, and then obviously determination to obviously get back here. And I probably never really want to drop out again, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it's just continuing to work hard, really, and I'm happy to do that.
You could always kind of see that path back when you were at Hyde and playing at that.
No, I could never see the path back, to be honest. Like the only reason I got back here was because of the help that I had. In terms of like stopping me doing bad, like habits that I had, and obviously now I'm on the path of like what I wanted to do from when I was young. So now it's obviously just sustaining that and being as professional as I possibly can.
Lovely, good luck, Balls.
Thank you.
It's the second choice after that goal. He's free.
Yeah, he come in. He basically said that was your only one. No, I'm only joking. No, he it's a like I say, it's a healthy competition, you know. But I'm very much, if he wants it, he can have it. You know, he's here before me. It's his choice if he wants. Do you know what I mean? I would never pull a ball off him. I'm not like that.
Yeah, well, I guess if that first one goes into the stand behind the goal, you're in the air.
Yeah. No, I would definitely be. But no, he's got a background of obviously scoring free kicks, so I'd never disrespect it.
Yeah. Obviously, your lads fan of Walsall Quarry wasn't the nicest, but Chesterfield in the playoffs. So is it good to kind of have that opportunity straight away to put that right?
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Yeah, obviously it was a bad ending, obviously there last time at the game, and obviously I don't want to see that again. I don't want to see Walsall win, so it would definitely be better to go out there and put on a performance of a winning.
How's the feeling around everyone in terms of what you feel like you can do this season?
Yeah, obviously everyone's got the same goal. We all obviously want to get promoted. That's everyone's thing, and obviously the team that we have here is so strong. You know, I don't see why not.